Salam Namaste. Welcome to Gita Motivation. Friends, we have been lied to a lot. We have been lied in the name of religion. We have been blinded from seeing and understanding the reality so that few people can control society by inducing fears and insecurities in us. In this process, they presented some of the most beautiful and simple concepts as very complex, confusing, and impractical ideologies. I'm going to discuss four such highly misunderstood concepts from Bhagavad Gita, what they actually truly mean, and how they act like fundamental principles to achieve success, happiness, and fulfillment. Misunderstood concept number one, Yagna. When you hear the word Yagna, what picture do you get in your mind? It's usually this, right? This is very impractical. But the most important question is why we do it. We are afraid of something, perhaps a bad luck, or we don't have peace in life, we don't feel adequate, or we don't feel fulfilled in life, we have some problems in family, we have problems with our relationships. Those are some of the reasons why Pandits usually ask you to perform this kind of yajna. Here is a surprising fact for you. Bhagavad Gita does not talk about this yajna at all. And this yajna is not a solution for those problems too. Yajna is a philosophy. It is mental and practical, not ritual. According to Jagadguru Sri Krishna Paramatma, yajna means sacrifice, sacrificing for a specific objective in life. On a grand scale, sacrificing for purpose of life. Sounds like an amazing quality a lot of us lack today, isn't it? How many of us have strong purpose in life and have done uncountable sacrifices to live that purpose? Very few. Yajna is a fundamental principle to live a meaningful and purposeful life. Leading a meaningful and purposeful life also means being connected with divine energy, being connected with Supreme Creator. I will talk about this in detail in upcoming videos, but for now, yajna means sacrificing for a purpose in life, sacrificing short-term pleasures to achieve fulfillment. And this yajna will solve those problems. This yajna will change your life, change your luck. This yajna will bring peace in your life. This yajna will make you feel fulfilled. And most importantly, this is very practical. Misunderstood concept number two, Sannyasa. Probably the most polluted word in Sanskrit language is Sanyasa. Who is sannyasi if I ask you? You will quickly imagine these guys. Here is an uncomfortable truth. Bhagavad Gita does not talk about these sannyasis at all. Giving up on responsibilities, leaving home and family, giving up on society, dedicating your whole life to a temple or a specific cult, wearing specific attire, spending your whole time doing bhajanas and begging people for food, all of these practices discouraged by Bhagavad Gita, and in fact some of them are prohibited by Sri Krishna Paramatma. He does not like lazy people. He does not like people who gave up on responsibilities. He does not like pretentious people. This is very impractical way of doing things. According to Jagadguru Sri Krishna Paramatma, Sannyasa means doing good work without expecting anything in return. So giving on the result of your action, not action itself. Giving up on the expectation, not on society or not on responsibilities, but the expectation you get while fulfilling those responsibilities. If you think about it, this is very powerful. Doing anything and everything in life just for the sole purpose of my values, for my satisfaction, on my terms, that's how you connect with your true self as well. For example, imagine you have done a favor to your friend and you're expecting something in return. What kind of signal you are giving to yourself? You're saying, I'm beneath him. You're telling this subconsciously to yourself. because you're expecting something in return. So I'm beneath you. Much worse, you are actually giving the same subconscious signal to him as well. But what if you have done a favor to one of your friends for the sole purpose of your values, for the sole purpose of your satisfaction on your terms, because that's who you are, that's who you are displaying. Now you're displaying your authenticity. You're doing it because that's who you are, nothing else. If we begin to follow this ideology, we'll never ever be disappointed with anyone in our lives. So let's start implementing this ideology in our life. Here is a homework for you. Do a favor to one of your friends with zero expectation. Don't expect anything for once and forget about it completely. I guarantee you, you will feel a really amazing emotion. You will feel very content inside. That's a very powerful emotion. Misunderstood concept number 3, yoga. Well, I know a lot about yoga, you might say. You must be great at doing some asanas too. Look at this guy. Wow. This is only a small part of a very deep and amazing philosophy. According to Sri Krishna Paramatma, yoga means maintaining equal mindedness in success and failure, in pain and pleasure, in joy and depression, in anger and in relaxation. Having that mental stability all the time. Yoga is something we must perform every single minute of our life, not once in a day, every morning like a ritual. Because we experience varied range of emotions throughout the day. The question is, are we acting on our emotions, or are we acting based on our values? Does my behavior change based on emotion, or am I displaying wisdom through my values no matter what emotion I'm experiencing internally? For example, am I acting erratic when I'm angry and arrogant when I'm happy, or am I displaying wisdom through my behavior based on my values? True yogi always acts on his values. He always displays wisdom, no matter what kind of emotion he is experiencing inside. Well, you may ask how we can cultivate this habit in our life. Bhagavad Gita has an amazing information on emotional intelligence, which I will be covering in my future videos. But for now, remember, yoga is maintaining equal mindedness all the time, having complete control over our emotions and our behavior. Misunderstood concept number 4, tapas. All we know about tapas is this: a very wrong picturization. According to Bhagavad Gita, tapas means purification, focusing on the purity of mind, purity of speech, and purity of body. Purity are three things which are very scarce in society, isn't it? Purity of heart keeps us from negative energies, negative thoughts, and negative intentions. Purity of speech helps us build strong relationships with people. And purity of body keeps us healthy all the time. So, my friends, think about it. A person who has strong purpose in life and is not afraid of doing any sacrifices to achieve that purpose, to achieve that fulfillment, and who does his duty, who fulfills his responsibilities without expecting anything in return, and a person who displays calmness and wisdom in all situations of life, regardless of what emotions he is experiencing inside, his behavior is intact, his behavior is not affected by those emotions. And a person who has pure mind, who has pure intentions, who has built strong relationships with people, and who has a healthy body, wouldn't you call this guy a very successful and fulfilled individual? Yes, of course. So my friends, what are you waiting for? Let's start implementing these 4 pillars of success in our life. I'll be talking more about the tips and techniques how we can start cultivating these habits in our life in my upcoming videos. Until then, Have a wonderful day. Jai Hind.